Hi, I'd like to show you Houdini. Houdini is a new way to test your websites and applications. What makes Houdini different is that you don't actually write any tests. All your tests are automatically generated. Let me show you an example. So in this website, this is me building Twitter, and I have just built the login functionality. What typically happens is that I build the login functionality and I just run through quickly to make sure that the login functionality works. So I'm going to log in here, type my password, and sign in. And see, I didn't do anything. I just logged in after writing the code, and I see that a new test has been generated. Now let's click that to see what that looks like. So we see what Houdini does is it listens to all the actions that I took, and it categorizes that as a test. It sort of records it and says the first step is to enter this username, the next step is to enter a password, and then the next step is to click sign in. Notice also that Houdini is smart enough to realize that that was a login form. And it also knows how to not only record the steps, it also knows how to generate WebDriver code to actually run a real end-to-end test. And it generates nice looking code here below. For cases where Houdini is not able to detect a generic kind of functionality, what it does, what it falls back on for every case is it records the DOM before the sequence of actions was taken and after the sequence of actions was taken. So here we see that we have HTML snapshots before we did the login sequence and after we did the login sequence. And these are then diffed against each other to make sure that things are the same. And it's smart enough to recognize user-generated content, so therefore tests don't just fail when something simple changes. And that's basically how it works. You don't do anything. You just write your code. You run through and test your code by running through the website, and tests get generated for you. And then these tests get run continuously. Anytime you add a new, make a new change, these tests will get run. And if they fail, you get an alert, and so you know that like a new feature that you've pushed has broken something in the past. So let's see a demo of that happening. So let's say that I just built a sign up feature for Twitter. And let's say that this sign up feature actually kind of has broken my login feature. So maybe I changed a data structure and how users are stored or something like that. And but I've just made the sign up feature and I'm just going to test only the sign up feature, which is bad, but this happens. So I'm going to try signing up. My name. Okay. And I signed up, so my functionality works. My Twitter sign up functionality works. But as you can see, I get an alert saying that I've broken the login functionality. So what happened is, as soon as I pushed the sign up functionality, all the tests were run. The sign up tests were run, and the login tests were run. And the login tests actually failed. And so I got this alert. So I can check it out in more detail here. So I see an alert that says this has failed. And if there were other tests, I would see alerts that said that those other ones failed as well. So now I could check the snapshots before and I could check the snapshots after to see the difference in the DOM, or I could actually just go back and try to log in to the site and see what's broken and then fix it. So typically, what would have happened is either you would have had to write all these tests by hand, which is great, or you would have pushed this code live, and then either a QA team would have had to detect it manually, or your users would have been exposed to this problem, and you would have lost hours of valuable time with users seeing a broken login functionality. So this is sort of the idea, and all of this is cloud based. You sign up for an account, and you get all this functionality just by dropping in a simple little JavaScript script into your website. We hope this was good. Love to hear feedback. But this is the way we believe a lot of web testing can and should be done, and hope to see you sign up for this soon.